Virgo, I hope that you're doing great. Welcome to the general reading. We're looking at abundance here, law of attraction, karma, cause and effect. You know, the things that are basically blocking your manifestation, because a lot of times in life we want something and we're not getting that something and we can't understand why we're getting it. But a lot of times it's got to do with what's happening in our energy. So whether you're looking for love or, you know, sort of like financial abundance, career success, health success, balance, whatever it is, it's always within your energy, and that determines what happens for you and what doesn't happen for you. So I'm going to draw a card from your archangels. Then we're going to take a look at what are you doing well. So what do you want to keep on doing? What is creating, sort of like generating positive karma for you? Then we're going to take a look at what is the sort of like the right question or the right focus that you want to have, the path forward. I'm going to clarify. All right. So a nice full reading for you. Some of the messages may be for you, some of the messages may not be for you. Let me know in the comments what is for you and leave the rest behind, because it is a general reading. Okay, let's see what we have for beautiful Virgos. If you watch this video from beginning to end, I'd really appreciate it, because it definitely helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Alrighty, so you have got the Knight of Gabriel, and it says confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. That sounds to me like literally Virgo in a nutshell, very much, you know. Also, Gabriel is that angel. It's all about the intuition, you know. And for those of you that have maybe not been following your intuition that much, or you know, maybe looking for outside validation, you know, for what you know is the right choice for you, it really is time to move inwards and to really sort of, I would say, progress forward in life from, you know, for what is right for you, from your point of intuition and from your inner guidance. There's a sort of like a timeless feeling that's happening here at the moment, and I'm getting that from the desert. You know, for those of you who may have been in the actual desert before, it's literally like time doesn't exist. You know, you could be living now, you could be living 1,000 years into the future, and you can be living 1,000 years in the past. The desert really is timeless. And so, you know, I feel that for some of you, if you've been giving yourself that, or if you feel inclined to give yourself that, really give yourself that sense of just being, because it's in that timelessness that the solutions come through that will really help you in time. Okay. It says it's time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. That's what we've really been talking about, you know, trusting your instincts, trusting your guidance, knowing that it won't lead you astray. Okay, so the angels are definitely encouraging you to follow maybe a path which might be very brave for some of you, you know, that might seem almost sort of like going against the grain in some ways. And the angels want to let you know that they're behind you, that they've got your back, that you're not alone. Okay, let's see what you are doing well and what you want to continue doing well. So basically, what is generating positive karma for you, because, you know, that is obviously what you want to keep on doing, because that is going to be to your greatest benefit, my beautiful Virgos. So let's see, what do we have for Virgo, please? Just going to take one. And Three of Air, which is the Three of Swords, which again, the first word that came up into my mind was stillness, a form of stillness. There's a reminder here for you, such a beautiful reminder here for you beautiful Virgos, that you are part of everything and everything is part of you, you know. And when you can really accept it within yourself, even if other people are not fully on board with it, it really does open the windows of prosperity for you. There's a reminder here for you that you are so much more than just your body, that you're not just your physical incarnation, that you are the crown of the universe, but all of life is really the crown of the universe. There's a reminder here for you that when you see the birds chirping, for example, there's a reminder that those birds chirping is part of you, that you're part of the full expression of life. And you know, to really allow yourself, I feel for many of you, there's this real space of going into the new, or contemplating the new rather, and you are encouraged to really follow that, you know, to follow your light, to follow your guidance, to follow that that path, so to speak, less traveled, because the world is waiting for somebody to do that, and you are the perfect person to do that. I feel that what you are doing, or where you are heading in life, is impacting a lot of emotions, and some of you might be very concerned about that. Feel that you might maybe not wear a full-on mask, but just a little bit of a mask, just a slightly little tinge here and there, like a little strap or a little dot or a little shiny thing or whatever. Remember, a mask is a mask. Okay, so definitely a mask of sort of time here for you. All right, let's see what is the thing that you want to focus on, and then also some guidance for you going forward. Let's just put these back because they were falling out there. Let's see, so what do we have for beautiful Virgos, please? So first, focusing on what is the right question, what is the right focus that you want to be focusing on, and then we're just going to draw also a card for you for the path forward, the path that you want to follow going forward. Okay, let's leave that one upside down for now. So we are looking at disc or pentacles, and 8 there, it's about infinity. And also, do you see that little dot over there? That little dot, it represents in many ways the it's almost like a reminder that that you are part of the full expression of life. Sometimes we think of ourselves as so separate from life and so separate from everything and everyone, but there's a reminder here for you that one of the ways in which you can almost like super move into your individuality and your sense of individuality and benefit from that individuality is by the realization that you are part of everything, that you are part of the full expression of life and the full expression of source. There's beautiful things about to balance for you in your life. I feel there's beautiful fruition that is coming into your life. There's beautiful unfolding, beautiful manifestation that is happening in your life. Beautiful Virgos. A lot of you have been putting in a lot of hard work and a lot of effort, and you're about to very positive karma is about to unfold in your life in beautiful ways. Let's clarify that. Let's get some more guidance here from one of my favorite tarot decks, the Lightseers Tarot by Chris Ann. Let's see, what do we have, please? So 3 cards coming out right there. I don't know why I'm getting a very ominous feel around this, but I do. Queen of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. So I feel that for many of you, things are going well. Lots of potential, work going better, opportunities, all those sort of things. So everything going really well. But I see you being at a crossroads. And I see you being at a crossroads, not so much from a lack of options, but more so, I would say, from I feel you've got a lot of heavy weight on your shoulders. You can almost call it like a burden, but you might not see it like that. So a couple of things happening here in this card. So first and foremost, I feel that for many of you, you found a sense of peace. It's almost like you accept the things. So finding a sense of peace in things that doesn't necessarily or wouldn't probably previously necessarily represent peace to you, and because of that there's a lot of positive manifestation that's coming about for you. But now let's talk about this crossroads. So I feel that for many of you, it almost feels like you're being spread a little bit too thin, being pulled in different directions. And maybe, you've created the impression almost like, don't worry about things, I'll take care of everything. But I do feel that it's time to go back, and maybe for many of you, it might be time to go back and maybe do a bit of forgiveness in the past. Maybe you've taken on some responsibility, and now it started to almost like overrule your life. So I'm not talking about feeling a sense of, as I said, burden. But I do feel that for many of you, you're going into that next phase of life almost, Sorry about my dog going crazy there. So for some of you, in many ways, you might be experiencing some challenges in life, but I do feel it's because there are some things that you are holding on to, that it might be time to forgive those things. And sometimes you just have to say to yourself, well, what might I be holding on to? And I've got a willingness to release that. I've got a willingness to understand better what that is, because sometimes we don't always fully grasp what it is we're holding on to either, and that's really nobody's fault, because sometimes when we've been doing a certain thing for a certain way for a certain period of time, it becomes a habit, and then we don't even distinguish between the fact that it's a choice, and it's a choice that we don't have to choose. We feel this is just what I must do. And I also feel that for some of you, you might have been okay or happy there for a while, to sort of live a life that's not necessarily what you want to live, but sort of like this is the cards that were dealt to me type of thing. I feel you're moving away from that. And then going forward, you got satiety there with the 10 of Cups. So I feel that for some of you, you are definitely ready to take that next step. And possibly with someone else. You're ready to take that next step. You're ready to, I wouldn't say that you want to sort of give up your responsibility or whatever, because some people might be depending on you. But I do feel that you are saying that I'm willing to still do this, but I'm also in a space where, you know, where I also want to live my life, you know. So for some of you, it might be that you're getting towards that point. For some of you, you are at that point. I do feel that there's almost like a complete turnaround that's coming about here for you, and it's a very positive turnaround. You know, it's a very positive turnaround that's coming here for you, because for a lot of you, there's a lot of healing that you needed to do, and now that you've done a lot of that healing, I feel that it's time for you to kind of like, you know, go forward in life and do your own thing. You know, everything may not have worked out the way that you would have liked it to do, but for most people it doesn't. You know, and at the end of the day, you get to determine happiness and what's happiness for you, because happiness is a choice, you know. So for cards coming out there, you have got the Hanged Man, which is that Neptune energy. You've got the Four of Pentacles, and you also got the Fool, which is that Uranus energy, which is all about change and stuff like that. So definitely new beginnings for you. Beautiful new beginnings in life, new beginnings in prosperity, new beginnings in love, new beginnings in abundance, new beginnings in the things that make your heart smile. A lot of stability here in your sense of security, in your home life, in your finances. You're getting some space to breathe here. For a lot of you, you may have been feeling very overwhelmed. You may have felt that, you know, you can't almost like make a mistake, that like the onus of everything sort of falls on you. And there's like a break that life gives you, and in a space where you can really sort of realign with yourself in incredibly beautiful ways. It's like the pool of prosperity is really bubbling for you right now, which is really, really great. So if you like all of that, accept that in your heart, place your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath and claim that for yourself. I wish you all the best, beauty, prosperity, love and light. Any of you are open to learning the tarot, you can check out the links for my courses down below in the description. First couple of lessons are free. And also I'd really appreciate you doing all those things that all of us here on YouTube really appreciate you doing: commenting, sharing, liking and subscribing. Thank you for your time, energy, love and light, my beautiful Virgos. I'll see you next time. Bye.